In this video, I'm going to show you how we can apply correction to the files that you have collected previously using the static load feature of the ultrasonic load reading. Let's open up a data file. Here we see a bunch of bolts, up to 16 bolts. Let me switch to a different screen. Then you see load readings here. But there are some problems with this. Let's start from beginning. From beginning, let's see the load. The original intention was to use the average calibration file, but since it's selected as a calculated method, it shows as a calculation method. So to switch it to use the average calibration file, we need to enable this tab. So as you do this, you see the load shows A5, means average calibration fifth order polynomial. So if you switch it back, you see the calculation method and back and forth. We can apply this to all of data files. Let's do that. By copying it to all other files, you can see the same thing exists for all of them. We can see better in this view all the calibration files applied to these bolts. Now the readings themselves. As you look at the curve here, the original echo is shown in the red and the load echo is shown in the blue. So, but you see there's a disconnection here. To correct this, we can use a lock change. So, and also apply the blue. We can go in the same location and click on the correct echo. So as you see, 1, 2, 3 on the red, and 1, 2, 3 on the blue. So it has a continuous line from the red to blue where the detection point was. And now it's been corrected to 54.555 kilonewton. Can do the same thing for others. Apply the data collection, the lock change to all of them. If you, for instance, want to use the original one, you can always click and uncheck and click. It goes back to the original one. But since the original was error, so we don't use original, we use the modified version of it. So by just doing this, you can correct the lock point. You have to be in the same cycle. As you see, 1, 2, 3 here, 1, 2, 3. So that is how you can accomplish the data correction. As when we use the correction part of it, it puts a parenthesis on the data itself. The reason is it shows you it's been modified. If you want to use the original, it takes the parenthesis off, and this has to be unlocked. It shows the original, and when you click off the use original, you also see underline in the big loads show up. Let's go back to other screen. Here, for instance, that's what we see here. You can do exactly the same thing in this view, but it's bolt by bolt and it has a bigger screen in this section. One more feature I want to show you is blue align. Once you do that, if you click on blue, it goes back and shows you the alignment between those two. Or you can take it off, goes back to original. It doesn't make any change in the load reading. It just shows you that where you are. If it was incorrect, they would not align at the same point. So that's one feature. The other feature is zooming. You can zoom it and slide it back and forth and see it with more precision. Sometimes it's useful when the when the echoes are very tight. It's hard to see. The zoom feature helps a lot. After you've done everything, you can also save it and bring back the same way it was. For instance, in here, we have corrected half of the data points. We haven't corrected other ones. So if I save it, everything will be saved. And when it comes back, it's the same way as you see. If you bring it back again, exactly as you see it. So this is the feature I wanted to show you. And in the future, I'll have more to discuss. So it's it for today.